It's Young on first down. And an alley to run. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a second down throw for Young. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. From the shotgun, it's Young. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Detroit! Gun!
Third and long for Young. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big play for the Bucs there on third down. And even 50 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Detroit! Hot! Over!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They run a draw here on second down. So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Young on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it first and 10 at the 40. Cunningham. And his first look is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Cunningham. Jackson's got it over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time? Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Detroit!
Here's Young from the shotgun. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gun!
Out of the gun, it's Young. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
To throw on 2nd down, Cunningham. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Completes it to Quick. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. From the gun, Cunningham. He finds Quick. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see.
All right, now look at 56.
1st and 10. Young dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd down, Young. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
On 1st down, it's Cunningham. And McDonald here over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go. Check. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And they'll run it here. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd and 2, Cunningham finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. In for the score. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Young now. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw again. Cunningham throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. This is caught by Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 15 and a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Cunningham. Got his man complete over the middle. That's McDonald. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Cunningham. And incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cunningham. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Elliott now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Young looks to throw on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Elsewhere, a score update from New Orleans. Early on, it's the Vikings in the driver's seat. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Young. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Young will set to throw. Being chased out left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Cunningham. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Following the interception, Young. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. In for the score. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that'll make it 24-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they will start out in great shape, up very close to midfield. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up first and 10.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A final shot before break. Cunningham. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Cunningham looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
The Eagles on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Cunningham. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's Young on first down. And that is incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Lucky 56.
On second down, Young again. Steps away to his left. 20. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
A first down throw for Young. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green
Now
39.
flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
To throw, Young. Forced out to his left. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And when people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll go on the ground. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Cunningham. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, here's Cunningham. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Throwing, Young. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Gone!
Now here's Young. Flush to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Young. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And they'll run it here. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Cunningham finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Wow, evase. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 93 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run forward with Montgomery. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance. To return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing,
All right, now, lucky 56.
that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. Buying time to his left. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a first down throw for Young. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cunningham. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now Cunningham throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Here's Cunningham from the gun. He's going to look deep down the field. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air on 2nd down. Cunningham looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He finds Quinn. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. To throw on second down. Cunningham eluding the pressure right. This one complete right side to McDonald. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
Looking to throw on second down. Cunningham escaping the pressure right. He's got quick. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Cunningham. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Dancing to his left. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. A 2nd down throw for Young. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
3rd and long for Young. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there at 22. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hut! Hut!
From the red zone now, Young. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Philadelphia, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Thicker the bag. Meaning I'm buying, at least in no beamer. I'm Brian O'Connor, driving it fast. They were just hating cause they in the way, and the way I've been made it. The is mad. Meaning them back cause I'm all in my bag. I ain't holding around. Just a little Merlin, out the cutie. Now I don't give a. Tell me why I would on the rose bar couch in my bag. Bands in my denim. In my denim, she was trying to for it out. She don't give a. She was in her bag, Fendi and some lane. I'm Carlos, really running the best. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Car moving through these Ubers, I maneuver with the bag, baby. Never feeling stressed. Bigger the bag, bigger the beef.